Good morning, everyone. It's right at 9 o'clock. We'll get started as soon as courtroom two is ready. Morning, Ms. Kim, Mr. Sirocco.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Falk. Mr. Douglas, do you have a client with us this morning?
I do. Kamani Priddy, Priddie. Good morning, Judge Murray.
Good morning, Mr. Douglas. Let's see. I have down that is going to be a waiver of a waiver this morning. Is that correct?
Yes, we did
Okay.
formally waive arraignment, but we didn't hear whether we were excused. So
Okay.
I just appeared.
Normally, we don't. If there's a waiver, we don't bring them. I will have his case returned to the division judge, and he will get notification of the next hearing date.
Sounds good.
Okay, I didn't want you hanging on the line if you
Thank
didn't
you.
have
I
to.
appreciate that, Judge.
Good
Thank
to
you.
see you as always. You have a good
Yep.
rest of your day.
Same here. Take care.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Ms. Strong.
Ms. Falk,
Yes, Ms. Strong.
welcome back.
Thank you.
I see on the announcements that position number 2 it took basically the defendant took a plea on Thursday. For this particular charge, do you mind just providing me, for the FCA, providing me a null pros for just this one? Because there was no null pros, this particular FTA wasn't on that calendar.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay,
I'll send it to you right now.
Thank you.
And I'll be doing positions 23 through the add-on. Mr. Sirocco will be doing 1 through 22, but that out real quick.
Thank you.
Miss Grace, good morning. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Would you please call courtroom 2 and find out what the holdup is for me and what time they expect that they're going to be with us?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Judge,
Yeah, yes.
I'm here. We're just waiting on inmates, so I'm not sure.
Oh,
Deputy in here a few minutes ago just left, and I assumed to go get them.
okay. Thank you, Mr. White. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Murphy. How are you today?
I'm well, Judge. Hope you're
We're
well.
just, I am as well. We're just waiting for courtroom 2 to come on with us. Do you have any announcements on any of your cases this morning?
Judge, I have position 9, Dominic Wright. And I've been back and I've actually seen the guy at the jail. It was reset. Mr. Scirocco and I are still working on that. I need to talk to him again. They want something different than what I think is realistic. So I just want to run something by Mr. Scirocco again, and if not, we'll reset it for me to go see this guy back at the jail.
Okay, well, courtroom 2 hasn't come on with us yet, so if you want to speak with Mr. Sirocco now, I'm
That'd
happy
be
to
great.
allow you all to do that. Mr. Sirocco, are you with me?
Yes, Judge, ready for that.
Okay, can we place you all into a breakout room? Would that be more convenient?
Sure.
Okay,
Thanks, Judge.
Okay, Judge.
thank you. Good morning, Francois. I hope you're doing well this morning.
Yes, good morning, Judge. I am. I hope you are as well.
Yes,
Can we start your ACDC?
we can. I'll need to have one of Ms. Falk's cases if you have one there.
I actually
She's 1
have,
through 22, I believe.
While Mr. Sirocco is talking about that case, I can handle his cases. That's fine.
Okay, very good. So if we can go ahead and place them into a breakout room, please. And where would you like to start?
I have position number 13 and 14, Miss Harris Blondie.
Yes, good. That's Miss Kim's case. Okay.
Yes. This is negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Harris. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Figaro, you can come on up.
Well, he doesn't know yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about,
Can you hear me? Okay, we're in the middle of a plea here, courtroom 2.
come on, Mason.
Okay. Can you hear me, Ms. Harris? Ms. Harris, can you hear me? Okay, you're gonna have to either scooch up or speak up for me, okay?
I hear you.
All right, very good. Can you raise your right hand for? All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Ms. Harris. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On position 13, state's recommendation is 12 months served, 26 days, credit for time served, 13 days. That's from March 11th, 2025 to March 14th, 2025, and May 12th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, 40 hours of community service, stay away from the Publix at 2900 Peachtree Road in Atlanta. We will agree to go non-reporting upon completion of the community service. And on position number 14, we will agree to null pros upon the acceptance of this plea. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, we do stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Ms. Harris, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 001291B, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
No.
No? You don't want to, you're not pleading guilty to that charge?
No.
Okay, Ms. Kim, it seems like you need to speak with Ms. Harris.
Ms. Harris, we
Might want to do that. Can we call ACDC so you can speak to her in private?
yes.
And if you will also, if there are any other issues that the court needs to know about, if you'll let me know, please. Okay.
Position
So
number,
what?
sorry, Judge. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Go ahead.
Number 20, Montavious Mason.
And that's Mr. White's case. What are we doing with Mr. Mason this morning, Mr. White?
Negotiated plea, Judge.
Very good. Good morning, Mr. Mason. I'm Judge Eric Mora. Good morning, sir. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Speak a little louder. Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Mason. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. Count 1, the simple battery family violence, is going to merge with count 2, which is the battery family violence. The sentence on the battery family violence will be 12 months served, 60 days, credit for time served, 16 days. That is from May 5th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, FVIP, no further contact with Larry Carter. Stay away from 2500 Pleasant Hill Road, South Fulton, 40 hours of community service. No firearms, and count 3, the simple battery family violence, will merge with count 2. We do ask the defense stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of this plea. We would like to sound for Mr. Larry Carter here. That's all for the state.
Mr. Carter is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Mr. White?
No, we do stipulate, for the purpose of the plea, we'll just ask for probation, go to non-reporting once he completes all his requirements.
Mr. Mason, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002365J, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Also,
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and not by pleading guilty to it. You're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Mason. When you complete the terms, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation. Good luck to you, sir.
I thank you.
You're welcome. Who do we
Next
have
judge,
next?
next judge, I have position number 6 and 7, Minifield.
Okay, Minifield is on the add-on calendar. What are we doing with Mr. Minifield today?
This is non-negotiated plea. We would like to request for probation suspended.
Is there a reason, given the nature of the charge, and that normally there is anger management that goes along with a battery? What's the reason, Ms. Kim?
The reason is he has been incarcerated very, very long enough to get time served. Hopefully that would be enough.
All right, Ms. Washington, good morning. May I get Mr. Minifield's history, please?
Yes, Your Honor. There are 26 arrest cycles in Georgia, 2016 misdemeanor for theft by taking out of Muskogee County. There was a disorderly conduct from 2018 out of College Park. There was an FTA in 2018 regarding a felony charge. Also a misdemeanor conviction from 2019 for marijuana less than an ounce, tampering with evidence, and printing, executing, or negotiating fictitious checks. There was also a 2023 misdemeanor conviction for forgery, an FTA from 2019, 2 FTAs from 2019, as well as an FTA from 2020. There's also an FTA from 2023 out of Douglas County and an FTA out of Polk County as well from 2023. And Your Honor, there's also history out of Alabama. There are 3 cycles from Alabama including a 2013 probation violation, an arrest for theft in 2014, as well as a giving a false name from 2015. And nothing further. I didn't see any prior arrests or convictions for battery.
Okay, Ms. Falk?
Your Honor, I also just want to add the defendant is currently in custody, not only on the failure to appear on this case, but a possession of a Schedule I charge, which is 25 PI 002135. The defendant also has an open case in the DA's office in addition to this case, under 24 PI 002051 for stalking and criminal damage to property in the second degree. So it is based on the defendant's poor choices that he has been in jail for this long, not simply because the solicitor's office has been holding him on his FTA and battery charge, but he's also being held on new felony charges, which is why he has been sitting in jail now for 64 days.
Okay.
I can go over the facts on this case if you like, Your Honor.
Let me just say, Ms. Kim, just based on his history here and the fact that he's not, if he'd just been in custody on this one charge, that might be one thing. But given that he has other charges that he's in custody for, the court's less inclined not to go with what the state has recommended. So do you need to talk with him regarding that?
Then we will go with negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay. And I want to, do you need to talk with him? So I
Sure.
mean, you can still
Just to make-
make your argument as far as non-negotiated, but if it's a negotiated plea, I'd prefer you come back and say that it's negotiated
Sure.
as opposed to non-negotiated, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to talk to him and clarify one more.
Okay, very good. Sorry, Francois, I know that we're putting you on the phone again. So
Oh,
can
no,
we have Mr. Minif? Okay.
That's fine.
thank
Is
you.
Ms. Kim are you gonna be available right now to call?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'll give you a call now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Same thing we already talked about?
Yeah.
Okay, and while I have him here, Mr. Murphy, is there an announcement on
We
your
already
case?
talked about it already.
I will be talking to you she will be calling me so you and I can talk.
Is it regarding the same thing we already spoke about?
Correct.
All right, we can go ahead with it. I already know what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be a negotiated plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, we're ready to proceed with Minifield, Ms. Fall, since he's
Yes, Your
here. Good morning, Mr. Minifield. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say it one more time. We can't.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you're gonna have to scooch up for me or
Yeah.
speak louder. Yes, I can hear you now. What was your response to my question?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Minifield. Ms. Falk?
The state's recommendation is 12 months served, 164 days, credit for time served 82 days, which is from August 18th to September 4th, 2024, and March 18th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, 12 weeks of anger management, no further contact with Herman Kothakar. Stay away from the Days Inn Hotel at 2451 Old National Parkway, and 40 hours of community service. We would like to sound at this time for Herman Kothakar, and also would ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. Once the plea is accepted, position number 7, we will enter a null pros.
If Mr. Kothakar is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity. Doesn't appear so. Ms. Kim?
Yes, we would like to stipulate.
Mr. Minifield, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 005803E, you wish to plead guilty to battery, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yeah.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury? Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Minifield. When you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status, so the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation. Good luck to you, Mr. Minifield.
Mr. Murphy, do you need to talk to your client here in courtroom too?
Yes, that would be great.
I sent you the phone number in the chat, 404-612-2060. Don't need go to the phone.
Okay, I'll jump out and call him. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Position 41, Mr. Robert Tucker for Ms. Kim.
Okay. And before I get to Mr. Tucker, Ms. Grace, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I believe the Willow interpreter is here for Miss McLeod's case this morning. And as I want to make sure I don't keep the interpreter for very long, can you inquire of her what time she believes that she's going to be with us today?
Yes, sir.
I believe that that's her case from last week that we reset.
And then the person she's here for, they're not in the courtroom at this moment.
Okay. Thank you. I just want to get an estimate as to what time Ms. McLeod thinks that she's going to join us. Thank you. And tell me one more time, who do we have?
Robert Tucker, position 40 and 41.
And this is negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Tucker. I'm Judge Eric Mora. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Tucker. Yes, Mr. Sirocco.
Thank you, Judge. For count one, the simple battery family violence would be 12 months to serve 24 days, credit for time served 12 days, and that is from June 16th, 2024 through June 18th, 2024. And then from May 12th, 2025 to present, balance probated from the complete the family violence intervention program. Have no further contact with Tanisha Tucker. Stay away from 7643 Bucknell Terrace in South Fulton, and no firearms. For count two, which is the willful obstruction, Op 21 law and decision-making course, and $300 fine. We would ask that the court sound for Miss Tucker when appropriate, and we would ask the defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and identification for purposes of the plea. Upon taking the plea, state will accordingly dismiss position 41, the FTA for that.
Tanisha Tucker is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Ms. Kim?
Yes, we do stipulate.
Mr. Tucker, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 003844E, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery, family violence, and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Tucker. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Good luck to you, Mr. Tucker.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is position 8 and 9, Mr. Russell Fairchild.
Also a negotiated plea, Mr. White?
Correct, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Fairchild. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Right.
Thank you. You can place your hand down, Mr. Fairchild. Yes, Ms. Fall.
Yes, Your Honor. On Mr. Fairchild's case, the recommendation is 12 months served, 32 days. Credit for time served, 16 days. That's going to be from March 18th to March 20th of 2021, November 9th to November 12th of 2022, and May 12th of 2025 until today. Balance probated, ADET. Stay away from 1119 Constitution Road Southeast. No further contact with Jolanda Danielle Gardner. At this time, we would like to sound for Miss Jolanda Danielle Gardner, and we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis on identification for the purposes of the plea. Upon completion of this plea, the state will null pros position number 9.
If Ms. Gardner is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Mr. White?
Your Honor, we stipulate for the purpose of the plea, we just ask the probation to terminate upon completion of his ADT.
Mr. Fairchild, it's my understanding that in case 22 CR 005180J, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir, Your Honor.
You've been represented by Mr. White. Are you happy with his representation?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir. No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Fairchild. When you complete the ADET, I'll have the probation terminate. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Take care.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Positions 23 and 24, Mr. Isaiah Munford.
It's being negotiated plea, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Munford. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sir.
Thank you. You can place your hand down, Mr. Munford. Yes, Mr. Soraka.
Thank you, Judge. For count 1, the reckless conduct, it would be 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 12 days, and that is from September 22nd, 2022 through September 24th, 2022. And then from May 12th of this year to present, balance probated, from to complete FFIP, a parenting course, have no further violent contact with Raheem Montfort, no further contact with Jamila Mallet, that's Mallett, 40 hours community service, and no firearms. And for count 2, the criminal trespass, that would run concurrent with count 1, no further contact with Robert Stroud, and stay away from 422 Holly Street, Southwest Atlanta. We would ask that the court sound for both Miss Jamila Mallet and Mr. Robert Stroud when appropriate, and we would ask the defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. Upon taking the plea, we will dismiss position 24.
Okay. If Ms. Mallard or Mr. Stroud are on the line and wish to address the court, now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Mr. White?
Your Honor, we stipulate for the purpose of the plea, we would ask that this probation go to non-reporting upon completion of all their requirements. This is nearly a 3-year-old case.
Okay. Mr. Montford, it's my understanding that in case 22 CR 006432Y, you wish to plead guilty to reckless conduct and criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Monfort, when you complete the terms, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay? All right, good luck to you, sir. Ms. McLeod, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I noted that you have a number of cases on today's calendar. Do you have any announcements for me on any of those cases or?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jerome Garrett is going to be a plea.
Last name is Garrett.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, he is number 2, 3, and 4 on the add-on calendar, so I'll make that note. Any other announcements?
I understand that my other client, Mr. Diop, that there's a Wolof interpreter available. I believe my client's native language is Arabic, Your Honor.
Okay, so we need a different interpreter is what you're telling me?
Yes, Your Honor. Also, he does speak some basic English because I was able to communicate with him when he appeared on the SEA calendar.
Okay, and what do you plan on doing with him with his case today?
Your Honor, I have waived arraignment on his behalf already. This is a charge that he caught while he was in the jail. He is actually being transported to prison. So
Okay.
I'm not sure how the state wants to handle this. There is a plea offer which I've not been able to discuss with him yet. But just based on my earlier discussion with him, I have a feeling he would be disinclined to accept it.
Okay, so as far as today, a waiver will be filed.
It has been
Again-
filed already, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll return it to the division judge, and I guess he'll get notification of his next hearing date.
Yes, Your Honor. He also has
Okay.
an ICE hold, so he has a lot going on.
Okay, all right, so I'll make a note of that, and I'm gonna go ahead and release the interpreter. Is the interpreter with me this morning? Mr. or Miss Interpreter there? Okay, whenever they come on with me, I'll release them. Any more announcements, Miss McLeod?
I'm not aware that I have any other clients on the calendar except Mr. Garrett.
Okay, I have about 3 or 4 other cases that have a conflict attorney. I'm not sure if you're the position 27 Norwood. Is that your client?
Norwood? I don't
No.
believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. 38 Stevens. Okay. And do we have Mr. Garrett in the courtroom with us as of yet?
Yes, he's here.
Okay, can we take his case next so that I can release Ms. McLeod? And Madam Interpreter, thank you for being here today. Your services won't be needed, but we appreciate you jumping on for us. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
free to go this morning. Okay, so this is Mr. Garrett. He is on the add-on calendar, positions 2, 3, and 4. Negotiated plea, Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Good morning, Mr. Garrett. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can place your hand down, sir. Yes, Mr. Surato.
Thank you, Judge. For the first case, which is position, it's add-on 2. It would be for the battery, 12 months that's count one, by the way, 12 months, probation served 120 days, credit for time served 70 days. So that's been met. That's from February 3rd through February 5th of 2022. Then from April 28th through April 29th of 2024. And then subsequent to that, March 16th of 2025 to present. So that's a credit for time served. No further contact with Jade Quick. That's Quick, traditional spelling. No firearms for count two, the simple battery family violence. 12 months probation, serve 120 days, credit for time served 70 days. Same date range. No further contact with Destiny Stewart. No firearms. And then this is a global plea, and with that for position add-on 3, the battery, 12 months probation, served 120 days, credit for time served 65 days, and that's from March 16th of this year to present, balance probated. FFIP, for him to complete FFIP, have no further contact with Miss Destiny Stewart. Stay away from the Motel 6 at 1377 Virginia Avenue in East Point, and no firearms. We would, of course, ask the court sound for both Miss Jade Quick and Miss Destiny Stewart when appropriate, and we would ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. As part of the plea, upon taking it, the state will null pros position 4.
We stipulate factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
If Ms. Quick or Ms. Stewart are on the line and wish to address the court, now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Mr. Garrett, it's my understanding that in case 22 CR 000511B, you wish to plead guilty to battery and simple battery family violence. And in case 25 CR 001406B, you wish to plead guilty to battery. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Garrett. Good luck to you, sir.
Please, thank you.
Your Honor, he has a couple of holes that he has to deal with. So I would ask the court to allow him to report to probation after he has finished with all of those other holes that he has.
Okay, and that's understandable. If he's not getting out of custody, he will have to report as soon as he is released from custody to probation. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Garrett. If nothing further, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Ms. Strong or Ms. Grace?
Your Honor, I understand I have another case, so I will be on to address that case once I am able to speak with my client.
Okay, and who is that, Ms. McLeod?
I believe it's Mr. Stephen, Your Honor. Seemed like I had represented him. It's an older case. I did not know that he was there.
Okay, all right. And so I guess do we have Mr. Stevens in the courtroom yet?
He's at South Annex facility.
Okay, all right. So when South Annex comes on, we will have you call South Annex, Ms. McLeod.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And Ms. Strong or Ms. Grace?
Yes, sir.
Position 27, who represents Norwood? Do we know?
I was looking, Judge. I was trying to scroll back to that particular calendar that he, the C calendar that he came up of. Just give me a moment. I'm I'm
Okay,
looking.
I just want to make sure that we have everybody here that we need this morning.
Okay, I was checking too, Ms. Strong.
Okay, and also, is it add-on 9 or is it add-on 8?
Add on 8, Rico Williams.
Okay, and who's representing Mr. Williams?
I believe that was PD Denise Murphy.
Okay, that's Mr.
Um,
Murphy's file. Okay, and what about add-on 9, right?
That's also
Um,
PD Murphy, Your Honor.
Yes,
Me.
we talked about that case. We couldn't come to an agreement. I believe he's gonna look into a social worker visit, and I believe that we're asking for a reset for that case.
Okay, so Mr. Murphy,
Yes, Judge.
okay, so for add-on 9, Mr. Wright's case, are we gonna need to reset that?
Judge, I tried to reach him at the jail. They said he was available, but I haven't gotten anyone to connect me through to him. I was going to chat with him real briefly.
404-612-2060.
Okay, I'll Judge, if you allow me to jump off, number I've tried, I'll call it again. Thank you.
Okay, before you go, do you also represent add-on 8, Mr. Williams?
I do not, Judge. I was only assigned Mr. Wright.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, thank you, Mr. Murphy.
Judge.
Mr.
So,
Murphy, I believe that your name was, I saw your name at the Odyssey. Would you please double check? I think that was from 2024 case.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. I'll take a peek at the calendar. All right.
thank you.
and if Ms. Strong, if you or Ms. Grace can help me out also with add-on 8 Williams as to who represents that person, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure.
Your Honor, with respect to Mr. Stevens, who's in position 38, I represent him. It's a 2023 case. I did not realize he was locked up. So I didn't know he was on the calendar today. I see that there's a plea offer from the state. It is not a time served plea offer. It would require him to spend at least 2 more weeks in jail. So I would ask for a reset on that one so I can actually discuss the state's offer with him properly.
Okay, that's fine, Ms. McLeod. So we will reset position 38, Mr. Stevens, till next week's SAP calendar, if that's good with you.
That is good with me, Your Honor.
Okay, and I believe that's the 27th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll reset position 38, Mr. Stevens, until 5/27. Anything further this morning, Ms. McLeod?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. I am in Judge Edie's courtroom, so if I'm needed, I can be contacted there, Your Honor, but I would ask the court's permission just to log off for the next 15 minutes to deal with something here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you jumping on with us this morning. Have a good
You're
rest of
welcome,
your
Your
day.
Honor.
Position 21 and 22, Jonathan Mitchell.
Judge, we're going to be asking for a signature bond for Mr. Mitchell. All right. Appreciate it.
Okay, so Mr. Mitchell had an FTA apparently. Whose court did he miss?
Judge, he was in MH.
Say it again?
MH court.
Okay. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The warrant was issued on February 28th of 2025 after he missed MMHC. The case was then placed, the defendant was then arrested, and then it was placed on state all-purpose.
Appears that Ms. Falk has fallen off.
Okay. Just briefly, Mr. Mitchell, I just spoke with him this while we're waiting.
Mr. White, I don't want to continue unless Ms. Falk's with us. Unless Mr. Sirocco is willing to jump in for her.
Yeah, let me see if I can fill in here, Judge. Which position was this?
This is position 21 and 22, Mr. Mitchell.
Sure.
Mr. White, have you set him up with somewhere to go? Does he have services available?
But Judge, I was going to address that. I have not, I
Oh,
do have a social worker here,
okay.
in the courtroom right now. But the thing was, he was arrested, on an old warrant, from Cobb County and then had a hold in Douglas. So he was incarcerated for 6 months from October, to, I believe March or April of this year. So that's the reason he missed court.
Okay. Ms. Falk?
And
you're
Your
back
Honor,
in.
normally I don't know, and I just got back from leave, so I don't know if PD White had sent me that documentation to show that he was in custody somewhere else at the time. I can go back and check.
Yeah. I just found out this morning, so
Okay. So, and I apologize, I got disconnected. The state's recommendation was that this be returned to Judge Richardson since this is under his purview, under it, because he is now handling MMHC so that it can be addressed properly by the court that he was under when this happened.
Okay. Well, but if he was in custody though, and Mr. White can prove that to the court, then I don't want him sitting in jail and waiting for that court. So I don't think that's fair to him. So Mr. White,
I agree, but
yeah.
this is only the recommendation if we don't have the documentation.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I take it Mr. White will get that documentation to us as soon as he can. And once he gets us that documentation, I do want him to get some services. And Mr. White, I understand that, you're in court right now, but if you want to reach back out to me, once you have the documentation, I'm happy to sign an order that will release him, even if it's not today, but tomorrow.
can we reset him to next, Tuesday? And in the meantime, we should get that done, but just in case.
Okay, that's yes, Ms. Strong.
They have their court again on Friday.
Oh, okay, so it'll be quicker for him to go.
Right, so I can reset him so that he can go before Judge Richardson and MMC on Friday, to take care of this. Or so that they can determine that he can still be in the program, still decides, but so he can go back in front of Judge Richardson.
Okay, that makes more sense. So thank you, Ms. Strong. And it would be helpful, I believe, Mr. White, if he does have some type of services once he goes back, so that we know where that he's going to be assisted.
Judge, I believe he was being successful in program. He knows the name of the attorney that handles that. He told me Ms. Melnick, and so I'm going to reach out to Ms. Melnick today, and I'll also have the social worker speak with him while he's here.
Oh, okay, very good. Thank you.
And I'll let the MMHC team on the state side know that he's headed back their way.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ms. Falk. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Mitchell.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So you'll be back on Friday. Okay? All right.
And Madam Interpreter, I'm happy to have you here. If you have other things that you need to do today, that's fine with the court as well.
I'm okay.
Okay, very good. Who do we have next?
Well, the other people I have are conflicts. We got Miss Kim claim, Mr. Larry Mitchell, Mr. Milton. He's the add-on.
I'll be happy to talk to him over the phone.
Courtroom.
Our courtroom.
Come on, come with me.
Yes, I'll call courtroom too.
Okay. I thought you said it was coming.
Miss Kim, it's gonna be easier if I talk to him.
Okay, no problem. Thanks.
Can we do, put add-on number 8, Mr. Rico Williams? Say he spoke with Miss Kim on yesterday.
I found out that he actually is a conflict, so I don't think I can do it, even though I didn't know when I was speaking to him that he was a conflict. And then I found out that he was conflict, so I cannot represent him anymore.
So, when Mr. Murphy returns, I'll see if Mr. Murphy can handle his case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge,
I can hear you. I can.
I understand.
I need internet.
Yes, Mr. White.
Judge, I can handle Mr. Mickles' case. It's just easier. We're gonna be asking for We're gonna get non-negotiated, just basically asking for time served.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Mickle. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
He's very hard of hearing, Judge, so I'm going to
Okay,
raise your right hand. He's gonna swear you in.
okay. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Swear to tell the truth?
Huh?
You swear to tell the truth?
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell the truth. I ain't
Okay.
done nothing. Take my
All right. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mickle. I appreciate it. Mr. Sirocco?
Thank you, Judge.
And if you'll give me the facts on this one so that I have some context, please.
Absolutely. So this took place, this is an older case. This was December of 22. Took place at a home, which is 1009 Oakland Drive, Southwest Atlanta. Atlanta Fire responded to a fire, and the defendant was outside of the location, but then entered the location saying he was looking for his shoes. The home was charred. He had to be escorted out by officers, and it was around 3:20 when he had returned again, refused to leave. He was sat himself on a charred sofa in the home, and was ultimately placed under arrest. I believe, excuse me, he is being held on an open ag assault case that is 25 PI 003052. And the state would be asking for 12 months to serve 140 days, credit for time served 70 days. That is from December 29th, 2022 through January 1st of 23. And then from September 3rd of 23 through October 26th of 23, bounds to be served on probation with 40 hours community service and a $300 fine. Someone could have gotten hurt here. The rubble could have fallen down. This firefighter and other first responders could have been severely injured from the defendant's actions. So that is the state's position there. Ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
What?
Your Honor, we do stipulate the plea. He's already been in jail now 70 days. He's not getting out. All we're asking is that they not be probated. The only person really in danger of being injured was him, if at all. He's been homeless since then. He's also very hard of hearing. I physically, I don't think he can do community service. He's on, he does get SSI, but he lost it because of this arrest. Our social worker is working with him to get him set up with a payee so that he can start getting that back. But I think this is easily just a time served case, Judge.
Was that his home that he was in? That was.
Your Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything further?
Nothing to say, Judge.
Okay. So, Mr. Mickle, can you hear me?
Can you hear? Judge gonna say something. I'll tell him, Judge.
Okay. It's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty, 22 CR 0085755H to willful obstruction or hindrance of firefighter. Is that right?
You want to plead guilty to that
Yeah,
case that we talked about?
I
Just
plead
yes or no?
guilty.
Just
But
yes
I
or no?
want my money to take from me.
Okay.
They put me in the hospital.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yes, sir.
You're not on any drugs or alcohol right now?
I never did drug. I
Okay.
used to drink. I quit drinking. I sleep in the street, eat off the street. I don't have nowhere to stay. I ain't got no money. I ain't got
Okay,
nothing.
okay, I understand, Mr. Mickle. You've been represented by Mr. White there. You happy with what he's doing for you?
Are you okay with me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. You understand that you have a right to a jury trial on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right. You understand that?
By pleading guilty, you don't get a trial. You're okay with that?
I plead guilty. What happened?
Well, the judge is gonna tell us in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
sir.
you don't want a trial,
No,
right?
I don't want no trial.
Okay.
I plead guilty.
Okay. Has anybody forced you to plead guilty?
Nobody's forced you or coerced you to do this, correct?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll accept your plea, Mr. Mickle. I do want him to get some services, Mr. White. So before he gets out, if you can have the social worker visit with him to give him some options as far as housing goes, so that but the court sentence is going to be time served.
She's already working, so.
Okay, very good. Good luck to you, Mr. Mickle.
Thank you, Ron. Good luck. I'm sorry.
Time, sir.
Yes, sir.
Add on number 9, Dominic Wright for Mr. Murphy.
Judge,
Thank you.
Yes.
Judge, I spoke to Mr. Wright, and he wants to enter a plea today based on the state's offer.
Okay. And before I do that, just so you know, Mr. Murphy, if you wouldn't mind taking, I have another conflict case today. It's position number 8 with Rico Williams, who is in the courtroom. Ms. Kim had spoken with me, but informed me that he is a conflict. So after this, if you have the time, would you mind taking his case on for the court this morning?
Yeah, that'll be fine, Judge. I did print it out, so I've got an idea what the recommendation is, and I can call in and talk to him after.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and so this is Mr. Wright. Good morning, Mr. Wright. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Wright. Thank you. Mr. Sirocco?
Thank you, Judge. I want to ask briefly for clarification. I know that agreement to enter a plea is based on the state's offer recommendation, but is it negotiated or not negotiated for today?
It is negotiated. The only thing I'm going to be asking for is to waive the first 6 months of fees, given the situation. But he's indicated he now has a discernible address and a phone number, so perhaps probation will work.
All right. Yes, Judge, for this one, it actually came from SAP on, would have been May 15th. Same offer as that with the credit for time served adjusted. For count 1, which is the simple battery, it's 12 months probation, served 60 days, credit for time served 29 days. And that is from April 24th, 2025 to present. Balance probated. No further contact with Nwanko Kenneth, and that's NWANKWO. Stay away from 232 Forsyth Street, Atlanta. No firearms, and for him to complete a 12-week anger management course. For count 2, which is the simple battery against a law enforcement officer, it's 12 months probation concurrent with count 1 for him to complete an OP 21 law and decision-making course. For count 3, probation to run concurrent 40 hours community service. That's on the giving false info. And count 4, the willful obstruction, $300 fine, probation to run concurrent. We ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate, and we ask that the court allow community service in lieu of the fine and count 4.
And we would, of course, ask the court sound for Mr. Nowenko Kenneth when appropriate. Thank you.
Mr. Kenneth is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Yes, Mr. Murphy.
Judge, that he was a cab driver. That's it. He didn't work with this. My client didn't work with him. Didn't know him from Adam. He was a cab driver.
Okay. And what are Mr. Wright's circumstances?
Judge, he is when I first interviewed him and we went over the plea forms, he's indicated he was homeless at this time, but he does have a discernible address for any notices to go to, and he has a phone number, but he has an address in the city of 339 Elm Street Drive, Southwest Atlanta 30311. And he has
does he live there with someone or alone?
Yeah, that's a friend's residence that he stays with from time to time. And I said he's going to need that if he's going to be able to take a probated sentence.
He's also going to need access to the internet. Is he going to have
Yes, sir.
access?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we're not setting you up for failure, Mr. Wright. So, you know that to get these courses done, that you do those online.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, so as long as you tell me that you have access to the internet, you can get these done.
Yes, sir.
I'll work with you. Okay, anything further, Mr. Murphy?
No, Judge, and I'd gone over the forms with him, and he did sign them at the jail last week, and I'll have them to Ms. Strong later today in a couple hours.
Okay, very good. All right, Mr. Wright. It's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002157Y, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery against a police officer, giving false information to law enforcement, and obstruction of law enforcement. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by Mr. Murphy. Are you happy with what he's done for you? Say it again for me.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Wright. I'm going to waive your probation fees to help you out with that. I'm going to convert the $300 fine to another 30 hours of community service. And when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't have to report to probation, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck to you, Mr. Wright.
The state just wants to add that for the record, that $300 fine is statutory. However, I do understand the court's position.
Okay. Good luck, Mr. Wright.
Thank you.
Judge, and I'll call the jail now to speak to Mr. Williams.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Murphy. We appreciate it. Mr. White.
Yes,
Have you had the opportunity to speak with position 10 Figueroa?
That's going to be a waiver.
Okay, thank you.
I am waiting on Mr. Jones. They have not brought him. He's the only one that I haven't spoken with. And then Mr. Andrews is gonna be a plea and he's not here yet either.
Okay.
Position number 1, Andrews.
And this is a negotiated plea.
That's correct, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Andrews. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On the count of simple assault, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 36 days. Credit for time served 18 days. That is from May 3rd, 2025 until today. Balance probated 12 weeks of anger management, no further contact with Yvonne Roberts. Count 2, the criminal trespass, will be 12 months concurrent with count 1. Stay away from Maggiano's Italian restaurant at 3368 Peachtree Road. The state would now sound for Yvonne Roberts, and we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
Ms. Roberts is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Mr. White?
We did the purpose of the plea, probation terminated upon completion of his anger management course.
Mr. Andrews, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002346J, you wish to plead guilty to simple assault and criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes,
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Andrews, does he need any services, Mr. White?
I'm not sure, but we'll check right now as soon as we're done.
All right, so if he does need services, if we can get him some assistance with that, that will be helpful. As soon as you complete the terms of the probation, Mr. Andrews, I'll have it terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you're not going to be on probation, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, probably tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Maybe late tonight.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good luck to you, Mr. Andrews.
Your Honor, we voted on Mr. Murphy. He has to call the courtroom, yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. So we have Mr. Murphy's case. We also need what, position number 18, right, Mr. White?
That's correct. I have a feeling there's a chance he may end up getting reset.
Ms. Kim, are you on with me?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
And we still need position Mr. Smith, 37.
He will be back to reset, even though it is time served. I want him to get out of the jail, but he is very sick. Worried. So I was wondering if he can get reset for next this Thursday, if possible, Your Honor.
Okay. So for 522.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And
Ms.
which
Falk,
position is that, Your Honor?
position 37, Ricky Smith. You know, I normally don't like to put these on somebody else's calendar, but I also don't like for people to have to stay in jail when there's a time served. So I
State
will
has no
put-
objection, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll put that on Thursday's calendar. Thank you.
Judge, I don't have a time served for Mr. Smith's.
I mean, no more jail time. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you.
And Ms. Strong, what did Miss McLeod say about position 27 Norwood? Did you make a note of that?
I did not, because Mr. Jordan had just asked me about that one. I couldn't remember what we had said. But I don't remember, Judge, I'm sorry.
Okay. Would you mind texting her for me?
Sure.
And courtroom 2, are we gonna have Elijah Norwood?
He's here.
Okay, so as soon as Miss McLeod gets back on with me, I'll get an announcement in that case.
Okay.
Madam Interpreter, are you still on with me? I see that you.
I'm here.
Yes, ma'am. No, I addressed his case earlier. This case is not going to be on the calendar today, so you were free to go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
I was able to find Mr. Jonathan Mitchell's record online. I can take a screenshot and send it out to um, ASG and White and Your Honor.
Okay.
Ms. McLeod is about to log back on.
Okay, and is Mr. Murphy on with us?
He's speaking to Mr. Williams.
Say it again?
He's on the phone with Mr. Williams.
Okay, yeah, I do it. Okay, thank you. Want to make sure. Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you need to speak with Mr. Norwood, or what are we
Yes,
gonna
Your
do?
Honor. I do need to speak with him.
Okay,
I'm gonna call Ms. McLeod. Stand by.
okay, all right, very good, thank you.
Judge, while we're waiting, you are there. Position 19, did you see that was accepted for felony transfer Little?
I did, have you all already, gotten me the transfer order?
It should be in your inbox, Judge. I can.
I received it. I will send it over with the other paperwork, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Rocco.
Yes.
And also sent proof of incarceration for Mr. Jonathan Mitchell, 2122.
Okay, so that will be included, I guess, we returned him to the to the MH calendar for Friday, so we'll include that in his packet.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your-
Who do we, yes.
I have
Mr.
an
Powell.
announcement on Mr. Norwood. I have
Okay.
spoken with him and he's not interested in the state's plea offer. We would like to be placed on the soonest available trial calendar, Your Honor.
Okay, if you'll file a waiver, in that case, we'll return it to the division judge and he'll get notification of his next hearing date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, is this Mr. Norwood seated here?
No, he's still,
No, you're right. This is Mr. Mitchell. I mean,
Okay.
sorry, position 18.
Okay, so, we'll let Mr. Norwood know. Okay, thank you
Thank
for
you, Your
jumping
Honor.
back on, Ms. McLeod.
You're welcome, Your Honor. May I be
Have a good rest
excused?
of your day. Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Okay, and this is
number 18.
Mr. Jones, and what are we doing with Mr. Jones today?
You negotiate for it, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Jones. I'm Judge Eric Mora. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Mr. Siraka?
Yes, Judge. For count one, battery against a female who is pregnant, 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 26 days. That is from October 11th, 2024 through the 13th of that same month. And then from April 28th of 2025 to present, balance probated, FFIP, no further contact with Rishuanda Wilson. Stay away from 178 Maury Avenue, Southwest Atlanta, 40 hours community service. And count two would merge with count one, that being the battery family violence. We would sound for Miss Wilson at this time, and we ask the defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Wilson is. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. White.
Sorry to have 1 second, Judge. We're ready to go, Judge. Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem. If Ms. Wilson is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity. Mr. White?
Stipulate for the purpose of the plea, and we would just ask the probation go to non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements.
Okay. Mr. Jones, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007020A, you wish to plead guilty to battery against a female who is pregnant. Is that correct? I'm sorry. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
All set.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Yeah, all set.
Okay. I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Jones. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Okay, I believe that we only have Mr. Murphy's case left this morning. Ms. Strong, if you want to go over the calendar, we can do that.
Position number one was a plea. Position number two is null pros. 3 and 4 are released. 5 and 6 are reset for June the 5th SAP calendar. 7 was waived arraignment. 8 was a plea. 9 was null pros. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 are all waived arraignment. 16 and 17 were released. 18 was a plea. 19 has been transferred. 20 was a plea. 21 and 22 are being reset to the MMC calendar. 23 is a plea. 24 is null pros. 25 and 26 are reset for June the 3rd SAP calendar. 27 waived arraignment. 28 and 29 are released. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 are all waived arraignment. 35 and 36 are reset for May the 29th competency calendar. 37 is reset for Thursday's SAP calendar. 38 is reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar, the 27th. 39 is reset for Thursday's SAP calendar. 40 was a plea. 41 was null pros, and 42 was waiver arraignment. On the add-on calendar, position number 1 was reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. Position number 2 and 3 are a plea. Position number 4 was null pros. 5 and 6 were a plea. 7 was null pros. 8 is the one we're waiting on, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and 9 was a plea.
Quickly, who is here from probation?
The probation revocation calendar, the Miss Riles that we have, she's reset for a competency calendar. So I believe that's what we have to do to be reset.
And I definitely appreciate that, PD Kim. Mine was an unrelated matter. I just saw JCS on here and I was trying to figure out who I need to contact. Thank you.
I will contact them to see who's supposed to be on.
Okay.
Well, there's no one that needs to be on right now. I'm just trying to get in contact with probation about an unrelated matter. So I wanted to see who I could reach out to.
I don't even know who's it. Oh,
But she does have a probation matter on this calendar today.
Okay,
Right, but
so
my
but she,
understanding is it's being reset to competency per PD Kim.
Correct.
That case too?
Only one case we have, probation.
Right.
Riles.
I'm
And that's
getting-
the one
okay,
that's
so,
being, and is that the one that's being reset to competency?
Yes.
She
Okay.
has a probation case today too.
Right, Ms. Strong. I think what PD Kim is trying to say is the probation case is also being reset to competency.
I didn't know that could go to competency. That's what I was saying.
I assumed
Well,
it would be.
I will say this, the probation case itself can't go to competency, but she also can't be revoked on probation if she is in fact incompetent.
Gotcha.
So they can't do I think the probation revocation just kind of has to be held in abeyance until they can make a determination on her competency, because we can't go forward on anything if she's not competent.
No, then that's fine. I understand
Okay.
that. I was just trying, I mean, the clarification part about the
Got it.
case being reset to competency, that case.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Thank you.
That's true. But so I think we got that settled, but I just need to talk to somebody from probation about an unrelated matter. So who would JCS recommend I reach out
all
to?
right, so Miss Allen is getting ready to log on so that she can, I guess, whatever information. Okay, who's the person? All right, so hold on one second. She just Skyped me something. 1 second.
Ms. Strong, while we're waiting on that, I just wanted to confirm 23 was a plea. I'm getting together a list of null process to send you.
Yes, sir.
That was a plea. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And Ms. Strong, do you have all of my null process at this point? I just want to make sure I didn't leave any off by accident.
I believe so.
Okay.
I'm going through now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Murphy, for speaking to Mr. Williams. What are we gonna do with his case today?
Judge, we're going to enter a plea today on and accept the state's offer.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Williams. I'm Judge Eric Mora. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Is there someone there that can unmute for me? Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Williams, will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, thank you, Mr. Williams. You can place your hand down. Yes, Mr. Soroka.
Thank you, Judge. For count one, the willful obstruction, 12 months to, I said 45 days. This was from SAP, from the 15th of this month. That should be 58 days now. I did amend the credit for time served. So that's been adjusted. Balance probated, 40 hours community service, $300 fine, and stay away from the MARTA stop located at 2717 Sylvan Road in Atlanta, I believe. And for count two, simple battery against law enforcement officer. The same probationary sentence run concurrent with count one. And I see that there was no further violent contact as offered at SAP with, it states Arthur Watts, but this should be Investigator M. Cruz of the East Point Police Department. I don't think defense will have an issue with that. But that is the case there. The state would ask the defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate.
Anything further, Mr. Murphy?
Judge, my client is employed as an HVAC mechanic and plumber through his grandfather's construction company. He does live in the Atlanta area, Judge, but he said, given the circumstances, he doesn't have any personal ID and the bank card. So it's going to take him a minute to get his finances back in order. So, Judge, I'd ask that if the fine can also be converted to community service and just waive the first couple months of probation. And we just asked that it go non-reporting as soon as he finishes it. He's been a good member of the community. This was a mistake of circumstances, and we regret it. And we just want to get it past us so he can be released today.
Okay.
And
Mr.
Judge,
Yes.
it's a housekeeping matter. He has authorized me to sign off on the two places and initial on the forms, and I've gone over the forms with him.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Williams, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002144C, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery against a police officer and willful obstruction of law enforcement. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Very much so, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Williams. I will convert the $300 fine to 30 hours of community service, which will mean that you will have 70 hours of community service. I'll waive the first 2 months of probation fees to help you get back on your feet. And when you complete the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay? All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Williams.
Thank you, Judge. And I'm going to mail him a list of community service providers. So he should be able to hit the ground running on that. Thank you,
Very
Judge.
good. Thank you, Mr. Murphy.
And I'll be down there in approximately 90 minutes with both forms for both defendants.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, before we get off, Mr. Sirocco, can you go through that plea one more time for Mr. Williams?
Yes, for count one, 12 months to serve, it would be 58 days. Should have amended that. Credit for time served, 29 days. Balance probated. And we recommended 40 hours community service and $300 fine. Judge has been inclined to convert the $300 fine to community service. So that would be 70 hours community service. Stay away from the MARTA bus stop located at 2717 Sylvan Road. And on the count two, that would be 12 months probation concurrent with count one. No further violent contact with investigator M. Cruz of the East Point Police Department.
So there was no Arthur Watts. That's what I was trying to get a clarification on.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So there was no Arthur Watts. It's just Ian Cruz. That's what I was trying to get.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that name came from. So it's just M. Cruz. That's
Okay.
what it should have been.
Ian as in Nancy?
M as in Michael.
Michael, okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. If nothing further this morning, you all have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
JCS, I'm about to log off, but I just sent you my phone number.
Okay, I'm giving it to her now. Thank you.
Thank you.